Good morning. Welcome to Leavenworth. Word of the day, schnitzel.
Or pretzel.
You can't have two words of the day. Well, guys, we said we were going to do it, and we're doing it right now.
Right now, I feel liberated already.
We're going to be more spontaneous than we already are.
We already are.
But more importantly, we're going to stop and see these beautiful little things that we kind of just tend to roll past and roll through. So we're in northern Washington, heading towards the coast, towards the Seattle area. And we just drove through Leavenworth, Washington.
Yeah, we stopped at the Safeway there, and right away I'm like, oh, this Safeway is like fancier than every other Safeway I've ever been to. It just looked special and magical, and you get out and there's like fog steam rolling off the mountains. It's raining. We've never been this far north while traveling through Washington, so this is the first time on this route. And then as we found ourselves in this cute little town, we started to see things, and like I was getting distracted because there was so much awesome stuff to look at.
It looked like one of those great little towns that you just want to walk around.
Yeah.
But we passed a parking lot that said RV parking.
I think that was like our omen.
It was kind of weird. And then we, right out of town, you're entering a national forest. So I quick whip up the laptop and I pop open Campendium just to see like maybe there's some national forest camping like really close by. And then that parking lot popped up. And
Like as you were losing service.
yeah, and we actually just booked a campground yesterday through our Thousand Trails membership. So it's very easy for us to like cancel and switch dates and things like that. So I think what we're going to do, head back into town, check out the parking lot, make sure we can stay there overnight. We'll stay the night, and then in the morning we're going to check out this cool little town.
Yeah, and I'm already feeling good, like, because it has been kind of eating at us where we're traveling through all these awesome places, and we're skipping past some of the most exciting little quaint towns. Why? I don't know, because we're tunnel visioned, and we need to widen that.
Well, we're not planning, you know.
We don't research what's on our route, for one.
We're just kind of going from A to B and not doing much in between, but kind of these long travel days. So we're changing it today. We're heading back.
Reverse.
You still in the driver's seat?
Well, this is like where I always sit.
Yeah.
I was just checking what we actually drove today, because I just like to know what we did. So we drove for 4.5 hours.
That's a decent amount of driving.
161 miles.
Yeah, I'm glad
Sweet spot.
we cut off the last almost 2 hours of our drive. Said hour 35 minutes, so
Yeah.
that would take close to 2 hours. So it'd be nice for us to kind of relax a little bit. But this is awesome, where these little towns have these great overnight parking lots, like right downtown. Big.
It's really cool.
They even have garbage there. Like they are inviting people to come to their town and enjoy it
And spend money and thrive.
Yeah, and that's just great. Like most places, you know, they don't want RVers, they don't want people parking overnight. And
Yeah. Well, it is a good rule that you saw where. Did you talk about the rule? You can spend one night per 7 days. So that's a good way to make sure people don't just camp here. So we'll make dinner and get excited and study up, because I don't know any of the history of this city. But I'm about to. So, our first step in researching was, what is Bavarian? We needed to really start at the basics. So, Bavaria is a state in Germany where Munich is. So, this is as close to Munich as we'll ever get.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
So, on our list of to-dos, there's this little park here, Enchantment Park, that has a nice, easy 2-mile walk.
Right by the water.
So our plan was to get up, do this walk at like 6:30, and go from there. Well,
what time is it?
It's 8:51 right now, but it's really cold and it was really dark, so this is better. We're much more comfortable now. And we're gonna do this walk, we're gonna work up a little appetite, and then we're gonna hit up some breakfast. And we're just gonna have a fun day, totally engulfing into this little city. So we're gonna do breakfast. We're gonna try to hear the Alp horns, which I think we're gonna miss that, but that was on our list of wish list.
Yeah.
We're gonna miss that, and then we're gonna walk around the little city. We're gonna check out all the murals, because this city is just packed with beautiful murals that are just fun and whimsical. There is an art fair. We're gonna hit up the art fair during our walk. And one of our favorite things, which always has been our favorite thing, is to just walk around the cities and do a little foot tour. So we're gonna foot tour.
And how much schnitzel can we fit in one afternoon?
That's gonna be our lunch. We're gonna work up our big appetite for schnitzels. We're gonna get some classic wieners, try some mustards and some pretzels, perhaps some German beer. I don't know how crazy we're gonna get, but what we wanna do is really experience the city for what it is intended to be experienced for.
Sounds good. Let's get to the hike.
Okay. That's bear poop. We can hear the Alp horns in the background. Sounds magical. I really wanted to see the visual of it, but this is good too. Look at that view behind us. That is amazing. We're finally getting into the streets now so we can see the really cool architecture that's here. And it's time for breakfast. Now, we did research really hard to try to find a true Bavarian style breakfast joint, and we couldn't find one that really served a lot of Bavarian food for breakfast, so we picked Louis. And the reason we picked Louis is because Louis is my grandfather who passed away almost a year ago, and I loved him very much. So we're gonna go there in honor of him, and we will try to at least sneak some sausages into our breakfast so we can get some Bavarian style included. So let's go in there.
Schnitzels!
So Aaron got his favorite, the Eggs Benedict. It's always good. And we got German sausage to split. So we can try, our one Bavarian thing here is that. And then I got country Benedict with the gravy on the side because I didn't want it smothered. So it smells really good. We walked about 6,000 steps so far, so we worked up an appetite and we're gonna chow. Nutcracker Museum. It's still a little chilly out here.
Yeah.
Here we are coming up to the city center where you can see the maypole behind us, and it's like 96 feet. I think it's 96 feet tall. But you can imagine some dancers doing a maypole dance, and you hear that German music and it just makes you want to do a little jig yourself. But we're gonna stroll up. This is also where the art festival is, and it smells like mini donuts down here. There's people hustling and bustling, and there's a lot of good energy.
Well, after a quick stop at the Bushel and Bee for a local beer, we got our Munchenhaus order, and we're excited about these brats.
This is as Bavarian as we're getting here. So our breakfast was so big, like we're still not even starving really. We're just like getting lunch because the rain is coming. It's cooling down, it's starting to drizzle, and we're gonna get out of the city here, into our van, eat this lunch, and hit the road. But what a fun day here.
This has been a great day.
And the streets are getting more and more crowded. You can only imagine what this place would look like in a true Oktoberfest. Well guys, this is what we got for our authentic Bavarian lunch. We ended up going with the quick option to go. Of course, we had to get some wieners. We got, I don't know what they're called, but they have, these ones were done in the...
They were bratwurst.
They're bratwurst.
Beer bratwurst with a local beer brew.
With a dirty face amber. And then I got a bunch of sauces on the side just to try them out. But I didn't want them on there, so I'm going to dabble in those and see what I like. And of course I had to get sauerkraut because I love sauerkraut. And then Aaron got his plain. He can dabble in my sauces if he chooses to. And of course we had to get a pretzel. We didn't get the schnitzel, but we got the pretzel. And we're going to enjoy these. And then we're going to hit the road. And just spending 24 hours here, not even, super fun, and we're super glad we did it, and it makes us more excited to do this again in the next spot that we roll through, and you feel that connection with, you're like, we gotta stop here. Just stop there, make the time and do it. Thank you so much for watching. If you've ever been to Leavenworth, leave us a note, let us know what you did here and what you enjoyed. If you have any suggestions for other small towns along the coastal Pacific Northwest, let us know, and we might swing through. Bye.
Schnitzel.
Schnitzel. I know I want kraut down the whole thing. Welcome in.
The Schuhplatte. Yeah, that's
where
that's the slap dance, you know.
They slap and then they hit their shoe.
You know,
That's a cool button that you have, that funnel-meter.
Yes, they are, aren't they?
Yeah.
Rarely do I give them away.
I have a
But we do
feeling.
sell them for $1.50.
And,
But I give you yours.
oh, let's make sure we max that baby out.
You better move that to the right.